One TV special report.
A question to Gov Momilan. Gov, you're aspiring no for a Philippine Science Campus. Kung sa iyo imong preference ng mga science courses for the province?
Well, the Philippine Science High School, ang curriculum na is more or less planned by the DOST. Ang ato lang, mabutangan o eskwelahan because as we all generally know, kung maka-eskwela ang atong kabataan, mag-graduate niya, taas o assurance ang maayo nilang kaugmaon. Kaya from the high school, na-continue man ang ilahang scholarship paingon sa college, and up to graduation, taas ang ilang employability rate.
Wala tayo lot availability of lot?
Well, actually, karon na nato na pag-inform na sa ato anong pagbuhat sa arrangement na mag-host na aning Regional Science at Technology Week. Dali rin ng lote, basta makuha na to ang what we call nanay unyay makonbinsi na to ang DOST after complying with the requirements that they will set. No? Kanang lote na dali na to na ma-establish no, in any municipalities and cities there is atong provincia.
Can I have another question for Secretary? Last one. Secretary, sa Cagayan de Oro, medyo challenging yung water quality, potable water quality. Potable water quality is a challenge, no, in our city. Now, DOST adopt a technology to catch rainwater and treatment for safe drinking. Can you tell us more about this new technology?
Well, essentially, it enables a household to catch the water and either you filter it to be potable or store it for a while, and if needed, then you can filter it. Because, of course, you have supply of water. But to be helpful in one, reducing the amount of water that will flow down the drainage of the river and send the flood, you can cut some of it, store it, and then treat it later or treat it right away. So the technology is there. The second one is we have what we call safe waters that can filter water, whatever source you have. And we are fabricating it.
Even surface?
Ha?
Even surface water?
Yes. Ang kagandahan nun, the intellectual property, we made it public good so that we can just have anyone fabricate it as long as they're licensed. Kailangan namin masigurado maayos yung ila-license. Para safe naman, ang assurance ng safety ay maibibigay natin sa mga local government. So we're also doing that. So for example, recently may mga typhoons sa Luzon and of course Visayas. So we're planning to deploy some of those. Although it's a technology that is available, but it has to be fabricated. We hope though that at some point in the future, other government agencies like DSWD would patronize our technology so that we can procure more in advance the safe water technology and then just deploy it right away if there is a need.
Thank you so much, Sir Ursa of Philippine News Agency, Mindanao Daily, and Business Week. Friendly reminder to please limit your question to one to accommodate more media partners. Up next, we would like to call from Radio Positivo.
I'm Joanna Tasuda from 91.3 Radio Positivo. My question is for Dr. Diana Ignacio. Ma'am, what incentives or support mechanism does DOST provide to help MSME here in Misamis Occidental?
Okay. Actually, it will still be under the DOST's regular program, especially on SETUP, Small Enterprise Technology Upgrading Program. And DOST is very deliberate on increasing the number of female beneficiaries for our SETUP. It used to be like 30% only, 30% female and 70% male. And now we are on 45% female and 45% or 46% female and 54% male. So we are really very deliberate on increasing the number of women entrepreneurs and really empowering them to be economically independent.
Thank you very much, Ms. Joan Antasuda of Radio Positivo. Next, we have from the XCT.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. Si Jessica Cabrera Puno from the XCT 106.5 FM in Tangut City. My question is to Secretary. How does the OST plan to ensure that the smart and sustainable initiatives presented here will be adopted not only in highly urbanized areas but also in our remote communities?
Okay. The first thing that we do with the pilot city or town is to develop a roadmap that will be agreed by, of course, the pilot LGU and DOST, and hopefully, in some LGUs, they codify the plan so that even after the term of the current local chief executive, it has to be continued in the next terms. Second, our strategy is to ask the chief executive what is their priority. Anong pinaka-priority niya, and we will implement it. So, ibig sabihin, pag pinaka-priority nila yan, dapat i-implement, right? So, that's our strategy, and then build upon the successes. Some cities have really dreamt of very large-scale intervention where you have a lot of money to be used for connectivity. But we think that many smart technologies need not be very internet intensive, and the sustainable technologies are really easy to do. And so for us, making sure that there's a roadmap and we implement the low-hanging fruit, what is stated by the chief executive would ensure that the initial activities of the plan will be implemented, and hopefully the whole community will see the importance of this so that other planned activities will push through. Of course, kami sa DOST, hindi namin inaalisan yung aming partnership. Guided yan, we monitor, pwede nga maging makulit ang mga staff natin sa DOST just to make sure that it is followed.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Jessica of the XCT. So another question, please come forward.
This for Secretary already you can also answer. How will the local entrepreneurs, how will the local MSMEs of Misamis Occidental benefit from the activities of the RSTW like empowered outreach sessions, innovation jam, the setup once or exhibits, and the services of the hub? So, bali yung mga local entrepreneurs natin, MSMEs, how can they benefit from these activities?
Well, una-una, if they come and they don't know about the activities of DOST, the benefit that they will have is they will know DOST, the assistance that we offer, the services that we offer, and the opportunities that we can have together. So that's why we invite them, although they're not exhibitors. They can also talk to the other MSMEs that we have assisted to validate activities and services that we have. They would also know the other assistance that we can have. For example, as mentioned in my speech, depending on the need, we can provide financial assistance to improve their productivity up to 5 million pesos. And our goal is that most of the businesses that we have starts with a micro scale, like husband and wife. But later on, with the technology, we can help them grow into the small level or medium level. So we want our assistance to make sure that those who have a lot of potential and are very successful to graduate from micro to small, small to medium, and sometimes medium to large. So hindi namin titigilan yung isang enterprise na talagang gumaganda. But we also want that those that are successful will also be able to help those below. So we have downstream and upstream linkages, no? Even to the other potential big businesses.
Thank you, Secretary. For Gov Henry, Gov, you've been very supportive sa mga local entrepreneurs, sa mga local negosyante para sa ASEAN sumisami sa Occidental. So thank you for having this activity and nakipart-partner ko with the OST para madala ang RST daw with the sumisami sa Occidental. So unsa po yung mga concrete steps na matabang nato sa to mga local na mga negosyante para fully maka-benefit sa ganyan activities such as this DOST.
Mong akong gipatambok ang mga mayors para kung sa ang mga maayo na pagabuhaton makaskate tayo dito sa different local government units. And as a matter of fact, during the courtesy call of the Secretary, kaya naisgutan man lagi itong linog sa Cebu na medyo doon ay mga casualties. And then, nabatik ko natin diri sa mismo. We learned from the Secretary na bisa unsa ka kusog ang linog, wala ginay mahimo what we call kanang distractions ato mga infrastructure. Kung una, insakto ang pagka-design, no? Tama ang pagka-design sa mga infrastructure para ma-review sa gobyerno na tama ang design na gihimo sa private proponent sa mga project. Kinahanglan ang atong building official must be competent enough to review the building design. So that's one, building design, and then the implementation na sundon ang plano o ang mga specifications. So that para ma-upgrade ang competency sa ato ang mga building official together with our local disaster risk reduction management officials, maghimo ta o usa ka seminar, usa ka training wherein DOST will provide to us the sila mo handle sa mga training para matagaan ngayon og igaw kasiguruhan na in the response and performance of these government officials makahatak tukma na insakto na pag-alagad sa atong mga katawan.
Thank you, Gov. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Lazia Alexa. Due to limited time, we're only down to our one last question from Best Channel.
Magandang tanghali po, Shenu Kapul from Best Channel. My question goes to Secretary Solino, sir. Sir, ano po ang pinakamahalagang mensahe sa tema sa RSTW 2025 na Building Smart and Sustainable
sustainable community at paano ito makakatulong sa pag-unlad ng Misamis Occidental at ng buong rehiyon, Jess. At saka paano masisiguro ng DOST na maging pangmatagalan ang benepisyo nito para sa mga ordinaryong mamamayan, kabilang na sa mga kabundukan at sa mga baybayin.
Okay. Kung iisipan natin mabuti, yung Sustainable Development Goals ng United Nations na 17 ay hangarin ng UN para sa lahat ng bansa. Para maabot yung mga goals na yun, dapat gagamitan mo ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon. 17. Sa ordinaryong tao, mahirap mo sa kolado yung 17. Pero nagawa ko ng paraan na yung 17 ay maging 4. Na yun yung strategic outcome ng DOST. Yung tinatawag kong promoting human well-being to have a longer and better quality of life. Hangarin natin yun. Fostering wealth creation to have a wealthy life. Strengthening wealth protection to have safe lives and livelihood and businesses. And institutionalizing sustainability. Protecting and managing the environment and ensuring that smart applications are applied at the national and local level for the benefit of our people. So yung Smart and Sustainable Community Program is the finish line of what we want for a city or town. The vision is to develop, to apply smart technologies to develop open. Pag sinabi namin open, data-driven, data down to the ground. Collaborative, meaning hindi lang LGU ang kailangang magtrabaho, pwede national agencies with LGU, local organizations, private sector, and the community. Citizen-centric, para po sa kanila yan, hindi naman para sa amin eh. Citizen-centric and digitally transformed governance. Why digital? It can make things easier, but most importantly, it promotes transparency. So that yung tiwala ng mga tao ay nandun sa gobyerno dahil ang datos na ginagamit hanggang baba ay ginagamit at nakafocus ang atensyon sa serbisyo para sa kanila. So ang gusto ko lang sabihin, kapag ang hangarin ng local government ay smart and sustainable city or town, that's the right way to go. Ang tamang papaplano ay gagamitan dapat ng siyensya at teknolohiya at inobasyon. Sa isang komunidad, maraming sektor ng lipunan ang gumagalaw. May kabataan, may mga magsasaka, may mga negosyante, may mga industriya. So ito yung masasabi natin. Base sa aming experience, kapag gumagamit ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon, ang mga negosyo ay tsak kumikita. Kapag gumagamit ng smart agriculture, ang pagsasaka ay sumasagana. Kung gumagamit ng smart health system or telehealth, ang kalusugan ng mga tao ay sumisigla kasi na-address yung problema. At yung mga kabataan, yung kinabukasan nila ay mas maganda kasi nade-develop yung tao. Pagdating naman sa local government, ang gobernador o mayor na mga siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon, tsak, mga residente at botante nila masaya. So, ibig sabihin, lahat masaya kasi meron tayong plataforma kung saan gagamitan ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon at lahat ng gumagalaw sa lipunan ay makikinabang. Makikinabang dahil hindi watak-watak ang plano kundi nauugnay natin through the Smart and Sustainable Development Program.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Shelo Garaluna from Best Channel. I think we can still accommodate one more from the XDT.
Okay, good afternoon. Yung question ko para kay Gov, through the ending activity, mas magkapadasig pa ang mga batanon na very invention or innovation sa ilabi sa science. And aside ko nga, doon naging capacity ng province of Misamis Occidental ilabi na sa pagsuporta sa mga batanon labot anong sa diskutanan sa science.
Yes, exactly. Kay oportunidad sa sa ato ang mga kabataan diri sa probinsya, no, na ma-enhance ang ilang knowledge about science and technology o usap ang mga program sa DOST na maabil nila. Like pananglitan kaning i-open karon nga 65th Innovation Hub na diri sa atong probinsya. This will be a good opportunity also para sa atong mga kabataan. And with all these things, the provincial government, including all the 14 municipalities and 3 cities, will support this program.
Possible Gov na maapit siya sa programs no? Sa imong department.
Yeah. We will have to incorporate this in our provincial investment plan and within the 6 years development plan that we are now reviewing for this term.
Okay. Yes.
Kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayong turnover ng research and development agenda sa dalawang universities dito. Bakit natin kailangan yan? Gusto natin tulungan yung dalawang universities or college na maging mas malaki ang kanilang kontribusyon sa innovation na gagawin and in support of the economic development of Misamis Occidental. Kasi kami sa DOST, may sarili kaming researcher, pero mas maganda yung locally available researchers from the universities in the province, ika-capacitate namin at matuto silang gumawa ng research and development. Ang pangarap ko namin, yung local university and college will be a partner in the economic development program of the province. Kasi kailangan namin ng mga partners. Kailangan namin ng mas maraming tao na gumawa ng R&D. And in such a way, we can also develop the youth kasi sila naman ang magiging a partner ng mga professors sa pag-research.
My second question, Sir Don, ay nilinis si Sir Don sa akin. Sir Don, please. CDRR natin sa Misamis.
Thank you, sir. Sir, good afternoon. Sir, I would like to inform you that there's been a problem regarding the use of maps because we're using hazard hunter. In the preparation of our evacuation maps and all the barangay maps, we have observed that Google, when we search at the search engine sa Google Maps natin, is yung next barangay yung nire-reflect niya. So medyo nagkamali-mali yung pag-prepare natin sa mapping, lalo na yung mga hazard maps per barangay. So just to inform you, sir, that we are having this problem with the Google Maps, sir. And maybe you are the right person who can
Okay. You can replace the barangay with what you have. So for example, if you can define, kasi, okay, supposedly there's a PSA boundary, there's a Land Management Bureau boundary, but sometimes local governments have their own barangay boundaries. So hindi ko alam kung saan nagkakaroon ng problema. Baka hindi nagmamatch yung inyong sariling barangay boundary with some other official boundaries. Baka gano'n. But definitely, you can choose your own boundary and prescribe it.
Yes, sir. Actually, yun ang ginawa namin eh. Iniban na namin yung pangalan.
Yes, gano'n talaga yan. Kasi nga, kung sa tingin nyo mas tama yung inyo, you will prefer your own. Kasi kung yan yung PSA boundary at yun yung binigay nila sa amin, yun yung ginagamit namin eh. But you can correct it. So we know there are problems. That's why you have a choice.
Thank you very much, sir.
But as mentioned by the governor, we want to train kayo, the RRM, and of course, building official and planners on focus on earthquake, for example, use of various maps, and then you can bring out certain issues so that this can be checked. pag nagkakaroon na kayo ng pera. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. We sincerely appreciate your questions. Thank you, everyone. We would also like to remind our media partners to check the back of your IDs, where you'll find QR codes that provide access to the soft copies of the RSTW briefers, the DUSC Northern Mindanao Facebook page, and the official website.
We look forward to seeing everyone participate and learn how science, technology, and innovation can build a smarter and more sustainable future for Northern Mindanao.
Thank you, everyone, and stay safe.